The supplier is letting us down and not meeting the semiconductor separation deadline. Our company has to focus on meeting the requirements. I believe this part of the plans should be met in the first half of the year. We had some problems due to negative reviews and the appliance department took a hit. Because of this, sales kept dropping, but finally stabilized. By the way, we are only a month away from the wedding of Stroot Chairman Kim Woo-min and the daughter of Dong A Corporation Chairman. It seemed to me that everything seemed to be falling into place that day. My last scheduled meeting ended as much as 30 minutes early. I felt like drinking an alcoholic beverage and just relaxing a little bit. I was quite open to socializing with anyone who was present in that establishment. At times, I think I was a little too emotional and free that night. I apologize. And then our protagonist, Hee-won Jung, who attended the same establishment as Do-jung Kang, appears. I may have high standards, but it took exactly 1 hour. Excuse me. What do you mean? The point is that I'm in the process of finding the right person for my plan. I found her incredibly absurd and daring. That was my first impression of her. I became very curious as to what her plan was. Oh, okay. Pour me the same as his. Hee-won took the cocktail in her hand. Shall we have a drink? The whole situation at that time with a girl I didn't know seemed very interesting. Yeah, sure. Cheers. In fact, that's how we met. Frankly speaking, it was very easy and pleasant to talk to her and to spend time with her in general. We talked for over an hour on various topics. She did not pretend to be shy at all. She was intelligent and passionate, as well as a little daring. That's what I liked about her. She listened to me with a twinkle in her eye. At that moment, I felt incredibly loved. About your plan. Tell me, what should I do? Yes, my plan. When I heard her plan, I didn't want to send her away at all. It seemed to me that this plan was part of something bigger. But the problem was, I couldn't see it. I really thought we were with her. Melded bodies and hearts. And in the morning, you remember what happened. Do-jung Kang found money from Hee-won in his bed for spending the night. Do-jung Kang took a deep breath, remembering those very moments. Hey, Vice President Kang, we have a very important case to complete. Please, focus on this case. Okay, Mr. Lee, tell me, do you think I'm an unpleasant person? What? Why are you asking me that question now? Frankly, yes, you're not a pleasant person. What do you mean by that? Would you like me to explain it to you in more detail? Yes, please. Okay, I'll tell you. You are a very calculating person. It helps you in many of your cases. But as a director of a large company, it's a hindrance. The point is that if any problems arise and things don't go according to plan, you become angry in the blink of an eye. And now, for example, you can easily cancel a very important meeting. The whole company is under stress, trying to fulfill your whims. Okay, I hear you, even though you exaggerated a little bit. Huh? Exaggerated? That's not true. That's enough. That's not what I asked you. It was important to me to know if I was unpleasant as a man. As a man? You? Oh, is that what the problem is? Do-jung, what's going on with you? You're acting very strange. I agree with you. That's why I've been thinking about it for a long time. I feel like gold after the rain has stopped. Have you ever had that? Probably not. What could it be like? Well, imagine opening an umbrella and suddenly the rain stopped abruptly. I feel useless. Do you know what I mean? No way. That's the girl. Wait, isn't this all about Hee-won? Did she tell you that you're useless and bothering her? No, she didn't say that. It looks like Do-jung Kang is depressed. I have one more question. Tell me, do I really look older? Hey, did she tell you that you look older? You mean she thinks you're old to her? No, she didn't say that either. Then what's the problem? Do you think you're not her type and don't like you at all? Have you tried to shower her with gifts? You've got that option, buy what she wants for money. Oh, presents. I wouldn't call it bribing. I did try to buy her things that she looked at intently. Every time I tried to buy her something, she would let me know she was uncomfortable and turn them down. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to earn points. Si-hoon, can you talk now? Tell me, do you know what your teacher likes? I even asked Si-hoon what Hee-won liked. I tried different options to find out her preferences. And as it turns out, she likes it. Tteokbokki. These are the kind of Korean sharp sticks. Come on, you just bought her tteokbokki? Oh my god, are you serious? You should listen to me. I've told you repeatedly that you should not concentrate only on work and go on a date. I'm still in shock. Tteokbokki, ha ha ha. So, Miss Jung said, "Hey, where are you going to go? I want to try the tteokbokki. Right now. But what am I to do about the meeting and the preparations for the meeting? Don't panic, I have a competent secretary like you to take care of everything. I'm counting on you. I'm sure you can handle yourself and tweak my schedule just right, Mr. Lee." Hey, wait a minute. That wasn't our agreement. Do Jung Kang walked out of the office and closed the door behind him. He drove his car up to the school. In a few minutes she will be here. Oh, there she is. She looks incredibly cute as always. And who's that next to her? Who's that guy in the tracksuit? Do Jung Kang calls Hee-won on her smartphone. I wonder what he's calling me about. Hi, did you finish your work at the school? Yes, I'm already off work. You did? Then I'll pick you up right now. What? Why? I saw you yesterday. Oh, I meant. Hee-won, we haven't seen each other 4 times this week yet. I understand, but it's Friday. We still have the weekend to ourselves. I think we should meet as soon as we get the chance. Yes, I agree, but… So, how much time do you need? I'll be there in about 20 minutes. Okay, I'll be ready by then. Okay, that was quite a surprise to me. Well, we had to meet anyway. Hey, is this test some kind of joke to you? Answer me. Why such an irresponsible attitude towards studies? Hee-won heard shouting from the classroom. I told you repeatedly that if you don't know the answer to a question, skip it. Now, look at what you wrote. Mr. Jun seems to be especially strict with my students. Was he so affected by the incident last year? Mr. Jun? Something tells me there was a special reason for that. Kids usually write the same thing on social media, so she wrote it on the tests. Who gave you the right to interfere? You're still an intern, remember that. Jae-hoon still hasn't figured out when to meddle in the conversation and when not to. Yeah, he just made the flames even worse with that. Miss Hee-won Jung, the teacher of class 5, isn't it? Yes, that's her. No wonder. Mr. Jung, you do realize she didn't do it out of spite, right? I will of course reprimand her. But that was a little rude of you. She won't write whatever she wants on the test sheets from now on. Let's just forget about this incident, okay? What? Go Ran-ni, apologize to Mr. Jun again. I'm sorry. I also apologize. You have my word that it won't happen again. Do you really think one apology will be enough? Ha ha ha, knave. What a youth these days. It doesn't matter if they are students or teachers. How self-righteous they are. Are you talking to me? I'm just saying. I get it, that's why I'm asking you. Why are you saying it right here and now? What? It's not for you to decide where or what I should say. You should understand that there are things that are appropriate to say, and things you shouldn't say in front of my students and colleagues. Miss Jung, now hear me out. Don't you think you're trying to tell me off right now? Mr. Jun, I take it you're only doing this because I refused to write your volunteer report last year. I'm not your personal assistant, Mr. Jun. I've always helped you and written these reports, but I turned you down once. Hey, Ms. Jung, don't make me angry. I don't understand why you even brought this up. Do you seriously think that's why I'm picking on you? Yes, I do. What? Say that one more time, Miss Jung. Do you really think I'm picking on you? Hee-won looked silently into Mr. Jung's eyes. So, Mr. Jun, you think it's time for us all to calm down? Mr. Shin, did you hear what Ms. Jung said to me? Imagine, she said I was picking on her. If a student doesn't take his studies seriously, shouldn't I tell him off? Of course you should, but I think you just misunderstood Ms. Jung. Let's forget this conversation and just go home. It's Friday, and you need to get some rest from a hard week's work. Mr. Jung took a deep breath. Just so you understand, in all my 20 years of teaching, no one has ever allowed themselves to talk to me like that. I just can't believe I find myself picking on someone. It's crazy. Mr. Shin looked at Hee-won. Awkward situation. Hee-won walked out of school after finishing all the lessons. Miss Jung. Oh, it's you, Mr. Shin. Thank you for intervening. I'm sorry I didn't thank you for that right away. I was a little shocked by the situation. No need to thank me. It's good that it ended well. It's okay. Let's just forget what happened today. I've noticed that lately it's getting harder and harder for me to contain my emotions. Miss Jung. Yes. Dare I ask if you have a lover? What? If not, then I'd like to take you out to dinner with me tonight. Oh, thank you for the offer. So Si-hoon was right after all about Mr. Shin being in love with me. Actually, I'm already seeing someone. Really? Ha ha ha, excuse me. I probably shouldn't have asked you that. That's okay. Thanks for inviting me to the restaurant though. Mr. Sheen was very uncomfortable. Well, I'll be going then. Mr. Sheen, I hope so. He won. Someone shouted the name loudly. What? Really? Why is he drawing so much attention to himself? What is he doing?